Suarez. 12, we have Lucas Geisler. 13, Bradley Williams. 14, Gregory Evans. 15, Tyler Smith. 17, Callan Pelagos. 18, Dominic Hegman. 21, Jacob Henry. 23, Michael L. McLing. 24, Grant LaFrance. On the number 25, Trevin Nelson. On the number 27, Alex Panzarella. 28, Jesse Wessel. 30, Riley Allen. 32, Chase Reed. 33, Carson Ads. 37, Landon Armbruster. 39, Taylor Beckwith. 40, Austin Capricornitis. 41, Brody Slane. 43, Rocco Morse. On the 45, Kyle L. Smith. 47, Raymond Vidal. On the 51, Payson Johnson. 55, Elijah Hall. 57, Corey M. Rogers. On the 58, Noah A. Schering. 63, Kyler Baybrek. 64, Chase Gunderson. On the 65, Jack Winland. 68, Noah Chambers. On the 69, Joshua A. Boaz. 72, Mario Lopez. 73, Ronnie Orris. 74, Jackson A. Pascal. 79, Connor Berger. 81, Daniel Ortolin. 87, Kobe Carper. 94, Kimball Jett. And the 98, Gavin Mays.
We are back out onto the track, and I believe the whole shot goes to number 72 of Mario Lopez, but we've got an awesome battle going on right now. That is number 74 of Jackson Pascal, if I'm correct. And the battle between the number 25 of Trevor Nelson. We have a red flag. I pointed out to Taylor, I thought that might happen. I saw a couple people hit the gate. So we've got a red flag situation here. For those of you that don't understand, that means everybody goes back to the gate. They line back up in the gate position that they were in before, and we are going to restart this race. Quick recap. I saw a couple of people hit the gate, so I'm going to guess that's what that was for.
We saw a little flinch there. I'm not sure whether that was slip and miss the pedal or what that was.
Personally, I think that was someone that probably hit the gate, and then 4 other people saw the flinch and also did the same thing. That's typically what happens.
It usually just takes that one person, and then there's about 4 or 5 that immediately follow after.
Oh, absolutely. Every person around.
We did. We just saw that on the pro motocross circuit out at Millville not too long ago. And so much effort, so much focus goes onto that one little pin on the gate. If you even think that thing moved, you want to go for it out there. So this is a big shakeup. I'm sure just as much as the riders are trying to regroup, you got a lot of different mentalities coming back to the starting line. That rider that came across the first turn in 41st, they're probably like, thank you, Lord. Oh my gosh, I get a second chance. The rider that pulled the whole shot, probably not quite as stoked to see that red flag.
That was Mario Lopez. Thank you for that one. I could not remember. It's not up on the board anymore.
The 72 machine. And that's what I mean. He sees that red flag. He's like, you got to be kidding me.
Oh, I'm sure he might be happy. I'm not sure where he was at.
But if you're looking at, let's say, Grant LaFrance there, who's being shown on the 40th spot after lap 1, probably like, I'm not that upset. I hope everybody's okay, but I'm not upset to get a second chance at this start.
Absolutely. I'm sure Jackson Pascal and Trevor Nelson are not very happy about it. I know Eddie Norad's not. He had the early lead there for a little bit.
Yeah, Nord was moving towards the front. Nelson, same thing. We knew he was going to be a top dog here in this class. And so now they got to regroup, refocus.
All the dads got to run back to the starting line, repack those gates, get their riders ready to go.
Everybody's got their pre-race prep. You got to go through it at double speed. And
got to get the hype.
Yeah, and very rarely, I feel like, do we see the same person grab the whole shot twice when we have these red flag situations.
Unless it's the women's class and Jamie Astadio is racing, then we know who's going to get it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Taylor, am I wrong?
No, you're not. That's very valid. Every time, it doesn't matter where you lined up, Jamie is getting that whole shot every single time. So.
I grew up racing with her. I grew up in Jersey. She was from Jersey as well. I understand. So we are back to the line. The college boy class is repacking the gate, getting those jitters probably worse now than before.
Yeah, they were just about gone. They had just kind of settled into the race pace, and now they got to do it all over again.
Absolutely. We hear the bike starting up. We see the car about ready to go up here shortly. Jitters coming back, getting nervous, getting ready for that gate drop once again. They just wanted another sight lap. That's all.
And
They got 2 sight laps.
Yeah, exactly. They wanted to see it at race pace.
Oh, yeah,
You had
yeah,
the
yeah,
slow
yeah.
sight lap and then the race pace sight lap. Now they really got it down.
They know what lines they want to take. They're good.
Exactly. Now, Kira, you're here with the apprentice program. You're back hanging out with us in the tower. Unfortunately, it's the best company we can find. And all in all, you having fun so far?
I am. It's really cool to be out here at the ranch watching all the different races. It's going to be a fun week.
Any particular class jumped out and surprised you?
The women's race is really fun to watch.
Yeah,
Being a
that's
girl
what we wanna
in the
hear.
sport who rides, it's really fun to watch all the girls race, and they're real aggressive with it.
Yeah, I would say that was some of the more contact, more aggression that we've seen all day.
Always. You always find the dirtiest and most aggressive battles in the girls' class.
Got to make the
Definitely.
pass. Got to make the pass.
Yeah.
And so here we go. We're going to try it. Second time's the charm here as the gate is down for College Boy. Turning back into turn 1 again.
Looks like a KTM gets that whole shot. Not sure.
Try to find out the number on that rider grabbing the whole shot. Looks like they may have already lost it. Another KTM slingshot around the outside. And going to try to get a view.
I'm looking at the number 79 has made the pass into the lead. That is Connor Berger. I want to say, oh, there we go. Taylor Beckwith, number 39 with the whole shot.
And one of those Kawasaki's I saw up there once again was the number 6, Eddie Norrid, able to back it up. He was about 3rd on that first gate drop, about the same here in the second. Now finds himself fighting for a top 5.
I'm seeing our leader from the last race, Jackson Pascal, in probably about the 5th or 6th spot, I think.
So might not have been able to grab the whole shot, but still able to be up towards the front of the pack here on this second gate drop. And Kira, we've been looking at this track. It is absolutely brutal. The ruts have been just terrible, and we've seen them actually almost reach up and grab riders throughout the day today.
Oh, yes, we have. And Jacob Hayes talked about it on his podium. They're super deep, and that's why he was taking all the outside lines throughout the whole race. And it's just crazy to watch the track develop as the day goes on and more riders race on it.
Such a good point. Yeah, everybody talks about protect the inside, take the short line. Not if you're the number 90. Jacob Hayes was like, actually, you guys can go really fast on the outside in every corner. And just goes to show plenty of line options out here at the ranch as we got a battle up front. Wow. Look at that. The leader almost getting landed on there. Didn't send the big triple, and the number 74 said, I'm going to uncork it. That is Jackson Pascal trying to get back into that number 1 spot.
And he goes to the inside into the corner before the finish line. Almost had it. Showed our first place leader a little bit of a wheel.
And our leader said, now you're going to have to try a little harder than that. Pinches him off on the triple, coming up and over. And we've got a green flag flying this time. This is what they want to see. We are racing here in College Boy, and we are racing hard, side by side, getting ready to come into the Yamaha Mechanics area. So Connor Berger showing as your leader, Jackson Pascal in the 2nd place spot with Daniel Bortolin there in 3rd. It's Jesse Wessel in 4th, and Austin Kapernitis, I messed it up.
Kapernitis. You can just call him Little Cap.
Look,
That's
he's
okay.
on
I
my
messed it up
area,
too.
and I still don't
You
get it
should
right.
know that,
I
man.
should.
Come on
I
now.
should. Well, his jersey says Cap. Okay.
I call him Little Cap.
Little Cap.
Everyone that knows him is Little Cap. He's got a big brother. He actually works with Alpine Star.
Oh, well, cool.
So he's at Pro National.
Little
His
Cap's
big brother is.
running good. No cap up front.
It looks like the number 74 of Jackson Pascal has now moved into the lead, and I want to say the number 79 rider has moved back to 3rd.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think Daniel Bortolin might have made the pass as well, kind of latching onto the back of Pascal as the Honda is setting his sights on pulling away here out front. Kira, I know you're a big fan of that.
Yes, I am.
Big fan of the red bikes out front leading the way, but got a gang of KTMs coming up behind 2nd and 3rd. As on screen, we see just how deep those ruts are coming through Storyland. Jordan, you've raced here many a times. Talk about as the day gets on. It's the last big bike moto of the day. This track is absolutely chewed up.
This was my time to shine. Give me all 530 motos. All of them. Give them. That's when I rode the best.
And that's, they call it a separator track. You know, separates the top from the bottom. The people that are able to adapt, to find those smart lines and ride smart as well as fast, they rise to the top.
I absolutely love the late motos. I love the rough tracks. The ruts that went up to your foot pegs or your shroud, depending on how big of a bike you have. I absolutely loved it. My best time, my best area of the track, always when it was rough, was that back sand section over there. Every time I made passes, that was my place to pass right there. I love a rough track. Taylor, what do you think?
I'm with you on that. I honestly dreaded when I had a morning moto here. Like, I just wanted the roughness because it separates, you know. I mean, you're going to have a morning moto, you might have an 11th place rider coming up to first. So definitely with Jordan on that one, a later moto is the way to go.
I couldn't agree more. We saw that even this morning. We had 6, 7 riders all just couldn't seem to separate because there really wasn't a whole lot to separate them between braking bumps. The lines weren't even really fully developed. But none of that here in this final big bike moto of the day, as we got ruts, bumps, jumps, edges, everything you want and then some out here on track right now. But right now it is Jackson Pascal, the number 74 on the Honda, leading the way, and Jackson coming out of Colorado, 18 years old, and he is looking good, running a 202.9 on that last lap around. And so taking a look here, Daniel Bortil in there running a 203 as well. So really your top 4 all a 202, 203s, and then a 204 there for Joshua Bose on the number 69. So your top 4 is running a strong pace. Connor Berger trying to get into the mix as well.
We've got a massive lead for Jackson Pascal right now going in the back, the first sand section. Looks like everyone's kind of chilled out a little bit. There's not too many battles going on, but this is a long race.
Well, and that is the thing. Are these riders just trying to settle in, say, I'm going to wait till about 5 to go. Maybe that 2-lap card comes out, then I'm going to drop the hammer. Because right now, Pascal's trying to take advantage of that. He's trying to pull away, put distance between him and the rest of the field, and run away with his first College Boy Moto win. Kira, what do you think?
I think he's looking great out front. Our top 4, like you said, are all pretty much a second apart. He's trying to pull away earlier on in the moto, so towards the end he can just kind of start to relax and take it a little bit easier versus pushing all the way through.
Fantastic stuff there. Now we're going to run through our top 10 here. Jackson Pascal, like we said, leading the way out front on the number 74 with Daniel Bortman sitting in second. It's Jesse Wessel now showing in that 3rd place spot, and that is a 0.05 second gap between second and third. So Jesse Wessel trying to make the move, coming quick for that 2nd place spot. Joshua Bose in the 4th place spot. We look on screen, and there is the battle. So we take a look. There was the 74 just edging out of sight. And the number 81's got a rear view mirror full of Jesse Wessel on the 28 Husqvarna.
And the number 69 of Josh Boaz. He's not far behind that group either.
Well, and what I was just thinking about that, Jordan, was you couldn't tell by looking at Jesse Wessel's riding style. He's not worried about the guy behind him, fully focused on trying to get around the number 81.
Absolutely. And the number 69 is also carrying the number 25 of Trevor Nelson into that group as well. So we're going to have probably a 4-person battle for second in not that long, if I had to guess. This track is absolutely getting hammered right now. It is so rough, so choppy right now. They're having to be super methodical about their line choices, trying to figure out where they can go to make some time up or where they can't lose time.
Absolutely, and Trevor Nelson, one of those ones we saw him second, maybe third on that first gate drop, now sitting on the bubble for the top 5, so not able to do it quite as well on that second gate drop, but still fighting towards the front.
So I'm looking over here in the sand corner, and we've got, I think it's Jesse Wessel, Josh Boaz, and Trevor Nelson. Yep, Trevor Nelson. Excuse me, I just corrected myself. They are all in their own battle right now. They have since separated a little bit from our 2nd place rider. It's now a battle for 3rd.
Yeah, a 3-rider battle at that, and we've heard him say it throughout the day. A 2-rider battle, oftentimes they speed up. A 3-rider battle, you got that 1 rider riding defensively, you got the guy in the back just trying to make all the passes. So we'll see whether or not that 3-rider group slows down at all, or whether they're able to continue to push the pace up towards the front. So riders making their way across the finish line, trying to catch a glimpse of your leader once again out the window. He is no problem, smooth sailing on screen. You guys are looking at the battle on track.
Our leader is doing a 2:03, at least 2 to 3 seconds quicker than anywhere else closer to him. Right now we are looking at Josh Boaz, who is the 2nd fastest with a 2:05, looking to get into 2nd.
Yeah, and Josh Boaz made the pass around Jesse Wessel. That who I thought was the man on the move. Joshua said, no, I'm going to take this and run off with it. So now the 69 finds himself in the 3rd place spot, setting his sights on Daniel Bortman. And speaking of the 81, there he is coming into the commandments. And you can see 4 riders, 4 different lines there going through the commandments.
we are able to see second, third, and fourth. Oh, and it looks like Josh Buzz makes a small mistake coming out of that corner and ends up letting 2, almost 3 riders pass. So he's going to have to hit that reset button, start work from scratch right now. He's going to have to see if he can find that intensity again. When you make a mistake like that, you know, Taylor knows, everyone that rides knows, it's super, super difficult to get that intensity back and get that rhythm back, most importantly.
Absolutely. And Kara, we were just talking, as close as these riders are in speed, all it takes is one little bobble, one mistake coming out of a corner. You got 2 to 3 riders on your rear wheel if they don't already get around you.
Oh, absolutely. And now we're looking at the gap over here, and it really looks like he lost probably about 5 seconds, I'm going to guess. Now the number 25 of Trevor Nelson is on the back of your rider, Jesse Wessel.
Yeah, I'll claim him because Wessel's been looking good, but Trevor Nelson, one of the Club MX boys, another local guy. I see him a lot, and he has been putting in the work. So as we get deeper into this moto, just about halfway, 10 minutes left to go, this is when the fitness starts to come into play. Like Jordan was saying earlier, this is the roughest, toughest, gnarliest track that you're going to have all day today. Who's been doing the work during the week? Who's been putting in the time? This is when it's going to come, especially with riders this close. So we see the 81, the 28, and the 25 practically in the air at the same time, wheel to wheel to wheel, as they get ready to make their way across the billboards into the Yamaha Mechanics area. Now, Jordan, okay, are you a pit board person? You look, you read the board?
Oh yeah, if I'm able to, I definitely read the board. I like to know, the lap time or where I'm at. It depends. If it's a women's class, I like to know my lap time and how close the person is behind me. I like to know if what I'm doing is working. If I'm in the guys' class, just the number works. Normally not, winning the college boy class, definitely not. I would have been happy with the top 20, honestly. But, it depends on the situation. Right now I'm thinking Trevor Nelson is going to want a lap time.
Yeah, probably a lap time forward as well. You're
Absolutely.
getting closer to the person in front of you. Some riders, you look on the pit boards, they got a small novel written out on there. Some people, they say they don't even look at the thing throughout the whole race. So
a lot don't, and people definitely make the mistake of riding too much. You just need a couple words like "go." It does plenty. Like, you need to go now. Like,
just write "go faster" in Sharpie. You never have to change
there
it. Just
you go.
Whatever it is, just keep going faster. So, and that's probably what the number 74 is seeing. Jackson Pascal not looking to slow down at all. Still running that 2:05, and about a second faster in the second place. Jesse Wessel. Look at that.
So I was looking at Trevor Nelson with a 2:04 back in 4th place. The fastest rider on the track this lap around. Let's see if he can do it again.
Absolutely, yeah. Kerry even pointing that one out. Joshua Bose, we saw up into 3rd at one point. Now Wessel and Nelson have gotten back around him. So the 69 finds himself fighting for a top 5.
This is definitely, that last lap was his reset lap. Made a mistake. Needs to calm down. He might even slow down a little bit. Just take a breather. Control yourself and don't go out there and get yourself hurt, right?
It sounds so funny to say, just breathe, take a deep breath, relax your hands just a little bit, but you've got so much going on in the midst of a race. Being able to take a solid breath when you're in the air sometimes is something that slips a lot of riders' minds.
It's a lot harder than obviously it sounds, to get yourself to calm down, tell your nerves, hey, you need to step aside for a second. Trevor Nelson is up into 2nd with a 2:03, which is the fastest lap of the race, if I'm not mistaken. We can't see that. But it is absolutely one of the hardest things to do, is to get yourself to calm down. And right now, that is what Josh Boas is needing to do. That last lap, that was his reset lap. Let's see if he can do something different.
Absolutely, and I'm telling you what, I would be worried if I was a 74 Jackson Pascal, because Trevor Nelson only 8 seconds behind, which means he's able to see him. If he can see him, he can gauge him. He can tell, I'm catching him little by little. He's running about a 1 to 1.5 seconds faster lap time, and this will probably be one of the first laps we see Nelson with a clean track in front of him.
Oh, absolutely, and Jackson Pascal, he's probably getting that pit board that says, hey, you got someone coming. You need to step it up and go now. But he doesn't, when you see that and you don't necessarily hear someone behind you, you're just kind of like they're coming. But, they got 6.5 minutes left. He's like, I probably got plenty of time. So we'll see if Trevor Nelson is able to sneak up onto the back of Jackson Pascal, or if Jackson Pascal is going to be able to put the hammer down and start laying down some heaters.
So we're going to do a quick run through your top 10 as they sit at the moment. Jackson Pascal out front, leading the way still on the number 74. Trevor Nelson trying to close it up on the number 25, with Jesse Wessel holding down 3rd. Daniel Bordelin in 4th. Joshua Bose rounding out the top 5. Kira?
And then in 6th on the KTM, we have number 79, Connor Berger. Eddie Nora in number 6 in 7th, Austin Capricanandis in 8th, Kobe Carper in 9th, and in 10th we have Kyle Epperson on the number 4 Honda.
So several riders working their way into the top 10 here late in this first College Boy Moto. And always a good sign if you're able to look back, even if you don't have the position you want, if you're able to say, I continued to move forward, I had good lap times and was strong all the way to the finish. These riders are looking for any little thing they can to get a pace. And we just saw a pass on screen there. That was the number 28. I believe battling it out with the 81. So Borkman, I believe, had actually already made the pass. And that was, we'll see, as we're going to wait for our lap time to update here. I believe the 28 has regained third now.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick. I'm looking at the lap times. Jackson Pascal just did another 2:06.3. Our second place rider, Trevin. I've been saying, you guys haven't been correcting me. Come on, you got to correct me. He has done a 2:04, so that's cut the gap down from a 8-second lead down to 6.5. Now, it is only 5 minutes left of the race, but they're coming into traffic. We saw what happened in the women's class when traffic hit. Maybe we'll see that again.
And I'm trying to take a look whether or not I see the card is vertical, but I don't believe that it's out yet. And so doing my mental math here, I know Johnny Gallagher, but we got about 2 seconds faster per lap. I haven't seen the 2-lap cards yet, a 6-second gap. Okay, I'm trying to figure that out. There's a chance.
It's going to be close.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it's going to be close. If he's able to keep the same pace up and Jackson Pascal does not get faster, there is definitely a shot. But just because he can get there doesn't mean he can make the pass happen. So he's going to, the number 25 in Nelson, he's going to have a spot picked out that he knows he's faster and that he's confident that he can maybe rip around the outside or dig bars a little bit coming in the deep corner. He's got to have that planned out, and we're going to see if he has that.
Yeah, such a good point to be made. You can catch up all day long. Getting around the rider, whole different story. The rider in front, I'm sure Pascal's more than comfortable riding a wide bike if it means he'd be taking home the gold medal here in the first College Boy Moto. So several of these riders, as we saw, your leader skying out over by the tower. There's Nelson coming by, so really not far at all. I definitely think he's continued to close that gap up, and I see the 2-lap card is not out yet. So I think the next time your leader comes around, he's going to be getting a 2-lap card to go. It's out. All right, so there goes your leader. 2 laps to go. And we will see as we watch how much this gap has changed over the last lap. It was 6.4 seconds the last time around. Now look, Pascal.
Now a 4-second gap between first and second.
And look at that, Kira. Jackson Pascal responds with a 2:05 lap time, drops about a second over that last lap, and then Trevin Nelson says, well, watch this. I'm going to run a 2:03. How about that?
He just keeps going faster every lap.
And that is not what you want to hear if you are the number 74. But for right now, he can go as fast as he wants. He's still sitting in second place. And so it is far from over out here with 2 laps to go in the College 18 to 24 Moto 1.
Trevin Nelson is able to see our leader, the number 74, Jackson Pascal, for the first time on the restart because it was that order. It was Jackson Pascal and Trevin Nelson on the lap they had the red flag. So back to the way they were. We're seeing what could have happened if that race was a red flag. We'll see. We'll have to see for the next couple of races. But I think Trevin Nelson is coming through with some good speed right now. I know he's going to have some confidence after this race. He was able to cut that gap down to, who knows, maybe 2 seconds. Maybe he'll be right on the back fender. So he's definitely going to be coming out of this race with some serious confidence, and that's dangerous.
Without a doubt. Matter of fact, I can't wait to get the story. I'm going to leave it with you two. I'm going to head down to the podium. Kira and Hannah got it perfectly covered. The rest of it, George, Jesus, I called you Hannah. Look, hey, we're both
Whoa, come on.
It's all right. It's all right. Throw me out. I'm going. I'm sorry. I'm leaving. I'm sorry. There it is, folks. That's the career. All right, but 18:24, I'm going to catch the podium, leave it to the professionals.
Canceled.
Jordan,
You're canceled.
Just like that. Not even through my first day. It's been fun. Thanks, guys. I'll see you at the podium.
White flag is out right now for our leader, Jackson Pascal, waiting for the lap times to update, and it looks like the gap is now down to a 3-second gap. So about the same lap times, Jackson Pascal is doing a 2:05.7. Trevin Nelson is doing a 2:04 flat, basically. So definitely still Definitely still putting the charge on right now. This is final lap. There's only a 3-second gap. It's not something that's impossible to do.
Hayden Ash, please report to your vehicle. One more time, Hayden Ash, please report to your vehicle.
We've got Rodney up here giving some tips to our intern right now. We just setting the rules down, getting serious. So we're back to the racing right now. Go ahead, Kira. Jump in. No?
You got it. I wasn't going to say anything, but...
Jackson Pascal's coming through that section with the number 25 of Trevor Nelson right on the back end. This is 2 races in a row that's coming down to the wire.
Let's see if he can hold him off till the end.
We are coming right by the announcer's tower. Jackson Pascal's going to the outside. Trevin Nelson, I'll get this eventually. Coming into the very last corner, and I don't think we're going to see too much of a change. Second place was not close enough, unfortunately. Still have 3 more races.
Jackson Pascal just crossed the finish line, and he takes the win.
Saw a little emotion from Trevin Nelson, a little bummed out, but that was an awesome ride. He's coming out of this race with some serious confidence, able to close that gap down from 8, maybe 10 seconds. I don't remember
8 seconds.
I know it's at least
like
8.
3.
Down to 1.6 seconds. That was an awesome ride. So much confidence coming out of this race. He's going to be tough to beat the next moto. Yes, a fairly large gap. We are still waiting for our 3rd place rider, the number 28 of Jesse Wessel, to cross the finish line. There it is, a 23-second gap from 2nd to 3rd. That shows you how hard the first 2 riders were going right now. It is the last big bike race? Okay, so this is the last big bike race of the day, so the fact that they're still able to put 2:04 down on the very last lap is phenomenal. Awesome, awesome racing right now.
All right, so the top 10 rundown for you. In first place, we have the number 74, Jackson Pascal. In second, we have the number 25, Trevin Nelson. And then we have Jesse Wessel, the number 28, in third. On a KTM, we have number 81, Daniel Bortolin, in fourth. Number 69, Joshua Boaz, in fifth. And then in sixth place, we got number 79, Connor Berger. In seventh, we have Austin Capricanandis, number 40. In eighth, we got number 6, Eddie Norrid. In ninth, we have number 87, Kobe Carper. And then Kyle Smith, number 45, finishing out our top 10.
Nice job, and that's unbelievable. The first top 10 rundown you had to do had one of the all-time tough names at Loretta's, Austin Capricanandis, in seventh. I mean, I think it made Wes Kane retire when he had to say that name. He retired. We're ready for you whenever the podium's ready, Zach.
Hey, like I said, guys, I've just been calling him Cap. No cap. I avoid cap this, cap that.
Cap, no cap.
No cap, indeed, for Jackson Pascal. He was the man to beat here in the first College Boy Moto. They're doing that post-race breakdown right now. He's got a whole crew around him. Everybody wants to get the shot here, but we're going to try to get a word and hand out some hardware to your first moto winner here in College Boy, Jackson Pascal, grabbing the first moto win. Trevin Nelson coming up after that. And then, of course, we'll talk to Jesse Wessel and then give out our Stacey Holeshot Award as well. But for right now, let's get a word with your winner, Jackson Pascal. He's getting there. He's getting there. He's earned it. I'm not rushing him. He's been working hard, matter of fact. And here he goes, getting ready to make his way over here to the podium, which means you guys need to put your hands together for your College Boy first moto winner, Jackson Pascal, getting the job done. He's apologizing to the fans here, trying to get that jersey back on. It's not like it's sweaty. It's not like you've earned anything with it there. And before you throw the lid on, man, got to throw on the hardware as well. Very well-deserved gold medal for you. Man, you weren't joking, were you? That thing really is sticky, huh? All right, man, put on your medal, grab some photos here, and then we'll catch up about your win. One more time, guys. Now that he's up here, put your hands together. Jackson Pascal getting the job done in Moto number 1, man, and it wasn't easy. Came all the way down to the wire, but you never cracked under pressure, man. You looked great. Take us through the red flag. How was your first start?
My first start was amazing. I led through the red flag. And I've never led a lap here. I've never been in the top 10 in a lap except for the last one. So that was something different. I screamed some foul words I won't say on the podium, but they stayed in the helmet. I came back. Greg Albertson came over. He's like, hey, man, regroup. I'm like, Greg, I'm the baddest freaking guy on this gate. I'm going to win.
There you go, man. Confidence at an all-time high. And we were curious up in the tower. I'm like, if you were the guy out front, you had to be bummed. But you were like, you know what? I guess I'm just going to have to go do it again, huh?
It's a new opportunity to lead again. So I led, 11 laps? 10 laps?
You led the last lap. That's the one that counts. There you go, man. And did it in dominating fashion. Who do you want to thank for getting you out here at the ranch?
Oh, huge thank you to my dad since 50s. You know, we've never put the effort into this, but he's been 100% as far as I'm willing to go. And we put the effort in this year, and it's showing. My knee inhaler. Huge SLR, huge shout out to the SLR team. They're amazing. First year with them. I don't think there's a better team in the pit, so it's incredible.
Man, I was about to say, yeah, your confidence is at a high here. You're on a high right now, man. And so a huge congratulations. I'm going to let you get an inhaler, get some water, get whatever you need. One more time, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Absolutely.
Sean, Carlos, Juan, and most importantly, Mark Samuels. You guys are the men. You guys put so much effort in for me. Love you guys. Thank you. And Parker and Noah, training partners, best out there.
There you go, man. He is stoked up here right now, as he should be. Jackson Pascal grabbing that first moto win here in college, 18 to 24. Man, yeah, he's taking a breather there for a second. Well-deserved. We're going to call up Trevin Nelson after this, talk to the number 25. He was a hard-fought ride there, absolutely. Huge congratulations once again to your winner. But next up, we're going to have the 25, Trevin Nelson, up to the podium. All right, guys, you got to put your hands together. He's been working out there, sweating, and he's got a silver medal to prove it. Trevin Nelson grabbing second here in the first moto of college, 18 to 24. We're going to grab a couple of shots, and then we will grab a word with the Yamaha rider. Man, you were on a charge. You were not the best of starts on that second gate drop. You were sitting about second, third on the first one. We saw you just outside the top 5 for that second gate drop.
Yeah, the first one was sick. I got a good jump. Dunlop tires hooked up great, and I came out second, like right off the bat, and I was pushing Jackson first lap, so I was like really confident in that. And then we got the red flag, and we all had to go back and do it again. I just didn't get the same jump that I did the first time, and yeah, just picked my way through the pack and did what I could.
I was about to say, and it looked like you had more than enough speed. Clearly the fitness is there as well. Got to be feeling pretty confident coming in the second moto, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Without a doubt. I know you got great people behind you. Who do you want to thank?
I'd just like to thank FXR, Muckoff, Club MX, B. Haas, Ty, Garnet, and just mom and dad, everybody that helped me to this point. I really, really appreciate it.
There you go. A super appreciative second place there. Trevin Nelson grabbing a silver here in moto number 1. And great to see the smile on the face there. And then, of course, Jesse Wessel, our bronze finisher here, third on the day. And man, that is well deserved. That is all yours. Put your hands together for third place, Jesse Wessel here in the college class. No. I need you in front of the bike. The people at home need to see you top to bottom, and you got to flex the kit. Okay, how are you feeling first of all, man? Big smile on the face.
I'm feeling super good. This is my first podium ever here, so really excited. Ready to do it again.
You're already looking towards the second moto, man. You got to celebrate right now.
Yeah, got a good start. Just battled with everybody, but just pumped to put in a good moto.
Confidence has got to be skyrocketing right now. You're ready to come out swinging.
Yeah, second moto, gonna do it again. Hopefully we can put it in the first, next moto, and get that overall. But
hey, they say as long as you find yourself on the box, that championship dream is still alive. I know you got great people with you. Who do you want to thank?
I just want to thank Just One, KSR, Kite, SOBMX, Matt, Jenna, Rod Bell, Mike Visor, my family, my girlfriend. Yeah, and everybody else, thank you.
There you go, guys. That is third place in the college 18 to 24 class. Jesse Wessel getting the job done. And don't think that that's all.